Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Putting Montana, and in this video, we are going over a mini ebook. It is Mini Ebook Monday. Every Monday, we're going to be dropping a nice little series of ebooks for those of you guys who are still trying to play Madden and are not trying to run the meta stuff that is still in the game. So if you guys have any suggestions on ebooks, leave it down in the comment section below. But Mini Ebook Monday. Today's ebook, we are going over the Miami Dolphins, a very, very good formation, a very underrated formation, I should say, because I feel like this formation should have got a lot more play this year simply because of the blocking situations and the potential blocking that you could have in this formation. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, like the video, comment down below, hit that noti bell so you guys never miss a video. And if you have nothing to comment down below, if you got nothing to say, just comment FTA. It stands for the algorithm, and it helps push these videos to more and more people. And the more people we reach, the more we grow. Let's lead up into this next Madden on fire. So Mini Ebook Monday, Dolphins, gun split close to the formation. Excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and get my beautiful ugly mug out of here so you guys can see the entire screen. And we're gonna start off with the audibles. We're gonna start off with fullback inside and halfback power O. Yes, we have two run plays. There's a reason for it, and you guys are gonna absolutely love it if you guys are playing Madden Ultimate Team and you want to frustrate your opponents as much as possible. So besides being able to audible into other kind of formations, in this formation, if you check out the packages that are in this formation, you can put a tight end at fullback. So if you are looking at the screen right now, if you're looking here, tight end at fullback. So you pretty much move the right stick over until you see the tight end at fullback, or whichever one you actually want to run at halfback, fullback. I like the tight end at fullback because it allows me to have not one, not two, but three Bo Jacksons on my field. So I have Bo Jackson at quarterback, Bo Jackson at halfback, and I have him at tight end, which he's doubling as a fullback, which allows me to utilize this run play, like I just mentioned, the FB inside. We're going to be able to run Bo Jackson on both sides of the ball, which is actually kind of toxic, but that's the point of the ebook. So audibles, fullback inside, halfback power O, double ends, and Dolphins pivot dig. And our main play that's going to be coming out of this, we're going to be coming out of this every single play, is halfback wheel. This is probably one of my favorite plays in the game. I literally just breezed through a Super Bowl, so hopefully you guys can do the same. So we're going to start off with halfback wheel. Now, if you guys haven't watched any of the other ebook videos, I do preface it by saying that you guys are going to need either Hot Route Master, a bunch of apprentices on the field, so you can have as many routes on the field as possible, and a throw velocity ability. Most of the stuff that I do is going to be centered around that right now because it is the end of the year. So again, let's get right into it. So we got a few setups for this, and our first setup is mainly going to be mainly for zone coverage, but it does beat man coverage as well. We're gonna curl route. I almost said so we're gonna solo the curl route. That's what I was about to say. But we're gonna curl the solo side receiver. Then we're gonna put the outside receiver, the outside twin receiver, on a streak. Now, mind you, before I do anything, you will want to have the two wide receivers on the short side of the field. By what I mean by that is the ball should be on the right hash mark if you guys have these two receivers on the right side as well. So again, this is going to be the first setup for the play, and the reasoning for this is because we're going to have a clear out with the wheel route here, and then we're going to have a flood concept on that right side, hoping to clear out for this corner route to be hit in a beautiful, beautiful spot. And if they are in zone coverage, this does a very good job at clearing out with the wheel route, and it's pretty much going to be your first read. So read progressions. I'm going to call the play real quick. I'm just going to let everything happen as such. I have to throw the curl. It's such a good route, but I'm going to go ahead and showcase the instant replay. I'm going to do it one more time so you guys get the full access to the play. See all the routes develop. X is open. I have to throw it because if I can make a read, I'm going to make it. So that's the first setup. You guys can take a screenshot of it. I'm going to go ahead and showcase the instant replay. Take a screenshot of this real quick because it is a very, very good play to run. And then we're going to go into the instant replay so we can go over the read progression. So our first read is going to be, this is one of the best wheel routes in the game. This is going to be your first read. Okay. If this is open, you see this guy backing up, you're going to want to hit this 9 times out of 10 times. You're going to want to hit this every single time. It's one of the best routes in the game. Then next, if you didn't look over to the right side, you're going to look at the curl route. You're going to see if the wheel route cleared it out. And if it didn't, you're going to look towards the curl route last. Okay, that's going to be your third and final read for this. And obviously you do have a check down route with the running back here, just in case, you know, if you do see him, make sure you hit him. But obviously if this guy gets over the top, you're going to want to hit him over the top as well. And before I go on to the next setup, if you do have Hot Route Master or any Slot Apprentice, you can put that corner route on your own corner route. Look at where the corner route is going right now, and look at where the Slot Apprentice corner route goes. It goes a little bit deeper, which makes it so that if they have zone drops on, you end up going above those clouds, which makes your life a little bit easier. So that is setup number 1. Let's go ahead and reset the play. Setup number 2. We're going to put a solo wide receiver on a curl. We're going to ghost route the fullback. That is the halfback that's on the right side. Don't get confused with the two Bo Jacksons. We're going to ghost route the fullback. We're going to put the inside wide receiver on a curl, and then we're going to put the outside wide receiver on an out route. Okay, so it's going to look just like this, and this is going to be mainly for zone, but it will destroy man coverage as well. So when you are facing zone coverages or people who are blitzing and stuff like that, this right side here opens up very, very nicely. You're going to be hitting the tight end a lot here because he ends up breaking open, and it's just going to end up being one of those plays that it's just going to, you got to make your read here. Look at X breaks wide open, and we potentially have touchdown possibilities here, and it makes your life very, very easy. So I'm going to go ahead and showcase the instant replay on that because it worked out perfectly there. So first read, once again, we have the wheel route. That's going to be number 1, and he was open, but again, I'm not trying to hit those. But you see these guys chasing him. They're both chasing him, which allows this guy to break wide open. So this guy's going to pretty much be the user, whoever you're playing. And as you can see, wide open here, and then wide open there. So you have 3 different routes that end up wide open. Kind of look at this like a triangle offense here. We got 3 separate routes and 3 separate, 3 spaced locations, which allows us to pretty much make wide open reads, and it makes your life very, very easy. Now, mind you, you're doing all this while running the ball a lot. So again, your opponent is going to be very, very frustrated. So once again, let's set it up once again so you guys can have that set up. Take a screenshot of it. And we're going to call it one more time, and we're hopefully going to hit the open man. Oh, he's zoned up. But again, against man coverage, you hit him as soon as he crosses down, and it's going to be a dot. So let's go over setup number 3 for the halfback wheel. We're going to motion out the halfback. Now, this is where things get a little bit saucy when it comes to, beating people over the top and all that type of stuff. If you think they're in a cover 2, we're going to streak the solo wide receiver. So your play is going to look just like this. You don't have to do anything else. You simply are just going to streak the solo side wide receiver. And let's reset the play real quick. And if you see that they have a single high safety, so if the defense looks like this and they're in a cover 3, okay, he's not. Okay, so what I'm trying to point out is if you see that there's a single high safety like this, then you're gonna assume that the defense is in a cover 3 or some kind of cover 1 or cover 0. Okay, and if that's the case, if you motion this guy out, instead of streaking the solo wide receiver, you're gonna streak the halfback. And the reason why is gonna be it's gonna double as a cover 3 beater, as you can see. Oh, actually X is open, so we're just gonna hit X here. But it does help bring the guy down, and the streaking of the halfback is going to make it so that the cover 3 beater actually breaks open and allows you to pretty much beat him over the top. So let me go ahead and call another cover 3 so you guys don't think that the fluky mess that just happened isn't as fluky as possible. So again, square is breaking open, and you can see how beautiful that cover 3 looks. So again, when you motion that halfback out, you're going to streak the halfback if you think he's in a cover 3. You're going to streak the wide receiver if you think he's in a cover 2. Now, I'm going to call it cover 2 just so you guys can see the difference. Actually, I'm in a 4-4 split right now, so I have to call a different offense. But if you see that they are in a cover 2, it doesn't matter what kind of cover 2, you will be able to throw it out crazy down the sidelines with that same specific play because it's that good. So if you think they're in a cover 2, you see the 2 high safeties, you're going to go ahead and streak the solo side wide receiver, and then everything else that's on that right side, that's up to you. You can create a flood concept, you can streak this guy, you can put him on a trail. This actually right here is one of my favorite concepts here. It's one of my favorite setups for this play here, especially if I'm playing a cover 2. simply because I have a route that goes towards the middle. I have a route that's going to destroy them on the sidelines, and it's just going to be very, very easy. So this one, I'll go over the read progressions because it is one of my favorite setups. But if you run it correctly, let me make sure that Warren Sapp isn't about to sack the entire team here. If you run it correctly, you'll notice that the wheel gets right above, and look at how wide open that wheel is. Beautiful. That's exactly what we want to see, and exactly how we want to throw it. Now I'm going to go over the instant replay so you guys can see it. So first off, your first read is going to be this, but obviously you see that this guy is starting to come down, so we're not even going to look at him anymore until he crosses upwards. Now, everything that's on the right side is going to be a flood concept, okay? And that's why we run this towards the short side. So if this guy clears him out and our corner route gets deep enough, this is going to be our read right here. And then this is going to be our bailout route right here, just in case the user isn't there. And then if they are in a cover 2, you're going to look towards your wheel route, because your wheel route is going to end up being wide open because we have another clear out route with this streak that's in the middle of the field, which allows us to have this guy absolutely wide open. Beautiful, beautiful setup. One of my favorites, honestly, in the game. And it just makes my life 10 times easier. Okay. Now, setup number 4, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to motion out the halfback. These are all motion out halfback situations. And then we're going to curl the solo side wide receiver. Then you have the option to either block your running back or put him on an in route. And boom. That's all you need. But for this play specifically, we're going to streak this guy to create another kind of flood concept, just to make our life a little bit easier and create more separation. And again, your reads are going to be triangle is going to be first. Oh, I'm still rocking the cover 2. So give me 1 second. Let me call timeout real quick. So your reads are going to be the running back every single time is going to be your primary read, because it's just going to be he's the best route on the field. When it comes to that, he's going to beat man coverage. He's going to be cover 3. He's going to be pretty much everything. So your read progression is going to be as such. You're going to look at the running back. Then you're going to look at the corner. Then you're going to look at the bailout route with the tight end there. Actually, you can even put this guy on a trail route if you want some extra kind of fluky coverage situations. But again, if you see that they're in a cover 3 and that cornerback's backing up, you're going to want to hit that route pretty much all the time. It's just too easy of a route to pass up, honestly. And if you want to block your running back because you feel like they're getting a lot of pressure, block your running back, but drag one of the opposite side wide receivers. It's simply just to clear out the section so that curl route could potentially get open as well. So I'm just going to call it here. Look, a triangle ends up wide open again because they're guarding the wrong person. And as you can see, there are always touchdown potential options when it comes to this. And it just makes your life 10 times easier. Very, very good play. Very, very good setup. Those curl routes are money in this formation, and it's just going to make your life 10 times easier. Now, the last setup is for those people that like to all out coverage blitz. So let me just send a blitz real quick just so you guys can see. We're simply going to block all, okay? So you're going to press L1 and max protect, and that's going to block every single person. And then you're going to take this outside wide receiver and put him on a slant. And what I like to do to create a little better separation is motion hike, because for some reason, it's just a really good motion hike, and he seems to get open all the time when it comes to man coverage. And then you have the post over the top. If you pass lead it correctly, you can get the touchdown. And I'm gonna attempt it right now. If you pass lead it correctly, you can get the touchdown. And I think I might have just pass led it perfectly. And as you can see, Deebo Samuel burning him over the top for a touchdown. Not a lot of people are rocking deep route coverages. But again, you have a corner route that could, if you see that he's getting that outside space, throw it right on the cut. Then you have the slant that breaks open. And then obviously, if you have a good enough quarterback with a good enough arm, you're going to be able to lob this right over the top for a beautiful, beautiful touchdown. That is halfback wheel, and probably the only play you need, the only passing play you need out of this ebook, honestly. But it's not a mini ebook if I don't hop into another play. So let's hop into the second play, and that is Dolphins pivot dig. I honestly didn't even call this play as often as I probably should have, to learn more concepts out of it. But since it is an ebook, I do have to show a couple of setups for this. So setup number 1 is going to be, we're going to streak the inside wide receiver. And again, we are on the short side. Same thing. Okay, so we're going to streak that inside wide receiver. Don't get confused with the outside, because we want that C route to break open pretty cleanly. And then you're going to trail route the fullback. Okay, and then you're going to zig the outside wide receiver there, the solo side wide receiver. So again, very easy concept, but you are going to need a running back or tight end apprentice when it comes to this. And again, the reads are very simple. If he chases, you're going to go ahead and hit the trail route. You're going to wait for that C route to open up. I'm actually going to call the play easily so you guys can see it for yourself. Take a screenshot, and I'm just going to let the play rock. Oh, square's going to break. Oh, look at how deep O gets. Look at how deep O gets. O gets so deep on that C route that it's just a beautiful thing. And side note, when it comes to this, you can actually motion hike him as well. And I don't know if he gets, oh, look at it glitched the entire defense by doing that. So again, motion him. It's just going to make your offense a little bit easier. Again, these are mini ebooks that I'm playing simple Super Bowls with, just to make just to make these videos for you guys. So obviously I'm not going to know every single thing about these ebooks, but again, if it's glitching out defenses and stuff like that, then by all means, we're going to sit there and post it for you guys. And the last setup is something that I like to run if I'm within like the 20-yard mark, is I'm going to go ahead and put them on a crosser. So we have a levels concept in the middle of the field with 3 different kind of receivers. And this is going to help if you end up hitting any of your receivers towards that left side. So take a screenshot of this. We're going to put the outside wide receiver on a crosser. We're going to put in the inside. We're going to put the fullback on an in route. And then we're going to streak that solo side receiver. And that's going to create a beautiful concept that is going to leave a lot of people open on the inside. And look at, oh, beautiful. That's exactly what we want, and that's exactly a beautiful way to end the video there. Your reads are very easy, very simple. It's going to be the inside receiver first. Obviously, he's going to be the shortest, so you're going to hit him if he's wide open. But obviously, if you see that these guys are playing so underneath, you can wait if you know that you got the blocking down. And obviously, just like I did, you waited, seeing that this guy broke open, and we ended up hitting him for a beautiful dot down the sidelines for a gain of about 10, 20, 30, 40, about 50 yards on the play. Beautiful way to end the video. Now, before I end the video, I do want to make sure you guys remember, if you guys are playing Madden Ultimate Team and you guys can try to get a tight end that can get the angry runs, it makes this scheme so toxic, because if they're pinching their defenses, we're going to end up taking it towards the outside, right? We're going to take everything towards the outside, and as soon as I held turbo the entire time, so that's why he got the insta shed. But again, if they're pinching everything, or if you see that you got numbers to the left side, then we're gonna sit there and take it to the left side. We're gonna run to the left side and get yards with our angry runs and potentially break that tackle. If they're pinching it and you see that you got numbers on that right side, let's try this once again. If you see that you got numbers on that right side, we're gonna go ahead, let the Bo Jackson go crazy, and this is a perfect way to end the video here. This is a very toxic scheme, and honestly, this could be potentially competitive, honestly, because of the X factors. If the X factors weren't there, then it would just be like a really good formation. But the fact that there are X factors like automatically available to you in Madden right now, this is definitely a scheme that's going to help you guys frustrate a lot of opponents and just pretty much let you get easy wins, because people will quit out on you, especially once they see like the 2 Bo Jacksons all lit up. People will quit. I promise you, people will quit. I just ran through a Super Bowl with this exact scheme, and people were quitting left and right simply because, as soon as these guys all light up, all of them light up. What are you supposed to do when they all light up? No, not everybody's running all secure tacklers. So this scheme doubles as a very good passing scheme, and it doubles as a very good run scheme as well. And obviously you can go ahead and audible into a bunch of different formations as well. So get comfortable in it. Let me know how you guys like it. Let me know if you guys win a Super Bowl with it. This is the Miami Dolphins mini ebook. My name is Tony Montana. I will see you guys in the next one. And as always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.